What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so we get going. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. You become apprised whenever great betting content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Didn't really do any betting on Sunday. So far, 2-0 start. We're of all things on a Nickeil Alexander-Walker points prop, so that'll be a fun sweat to finish it out. And then a lot of Jokic props in the evening. Hopefully, just doesn't get dinged up or suck. That'd be great because we need him to do great things for us in the premium Discord. You can find that in the video description box below. Go ahead and sign up for that. Just like you could sign up at DraftKings if you haven't yet. If you don't have an account over at DK, take advantage of this promo right now. You bet $5. You're going to get yourself $150 to bet on any sport. All you have to do is you have to win a money line right from the get-go. I've got a college basketball play for you. We're undefeated on these college basketball plays here lately. We've had a couple sweats, as these 15-point favorites somehow can't just, put the hammer down. But let me just tell you, a lot better to take a money line in college basketball than it is in the NBA, because the NBA, there's less variance in terms of that. There's more variance in terms of that, less in the college basketball streets when you're a 20-point favorite. So I got one of those for you. We'll get to that in a second. But first, let's get to these picks. 4 games, going to be a quick Monday for you. Let's get to it, shall we? What's an ugly game to some is just beautiful in my eyes. The Pistons taking on the Hornets in Charlotte. Anytime you see Charlotte as a minus 260 money line, hold on to your butts. Shout out Samuel L. Jackson, Jurassic Park. But also, it's all about that pace, no treble. 237.5 total. Oh boy, they're going to be flying up and down the court. And let me tell you who's going to be flying up and down the court a lot. James Wiseman tomorrow for the Detroit Pistons. No Jalen Duren. Isaiah Stewart questionable. Bojan Bogdanovic questionable. Hell, they're going to have to bring dudes from the absolute stands, the Oblivion. Oh, I guess they're on the road. But either way, just saying, going to be an interesting thing to watch this Detroit front court because they are just bad. Shout out to Mark Williams on the Charlotte side. Might be a spot to invest in his props, but I'm actually keying in on a guy who I didn't expect to find this kind of a resurgent form at the second half of the season. That is Gordon Hayward. 2 games after the break, complete smashes in the PRA department. I'm starting to think that he's healthy for the first time in a long time. Starting to think that they just want to find some momentum, and he's beating up on some Minnesota's been all right, I suppose. 121, 113 in that game. He went nutties. 27 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Against Miami in a slow-pace matchup there, 21-3-2. That would have been good enough to cash this ticket as well. We're looking at 26.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, which I like as an over for him there. Nothing crazy, just a half unit for me at the moment. Doubt I do anything drastic above that, but 26.5 grades out a little bit too low for me. I've got him around 29.5, good enough for me against Detroit. Next up, I'm going to give you a combo because I've been seeing the comment section. Eric, I want more outrights. Eric, I want more props. Can't make anybody happy, so why don't I just give you both right here? Miami Heat taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Going to be a very intriguing basketball game from a real-life perspective. We obviously know whenever you play Miami, expect those low totals, pace way down. This projects out about perfect in that department, and Philadelphia also playing way down in pace as well. 26th in the league, 28th Miami is as well. But I'm actually paying attention to Joel Embiid here because I think he's very good at basketball. How could you not? Going up against Bam Adebayo, that's going to be the big matchup of the entire game. You're seeing massive minutes. Doc Rivers just running Joel Embiid into the ground before the playoffs, because why not? 39 and 40 minutes coming off of the break. 39 and 40. This is a competitive spot. I'm just saying, I think Joel Embiid keeps playing this kind of minutes allotment, which is nuts. He's going to go for the scoring title. He's averaging 33.1, most in the NBA this season. I think we just kind of put the entire portfolio together because against this Miami team, this is a lower PRA than we've seen from him in a long time. So I love the Joel Embiid play, but I love pairing it with the Philadelphia money line. Coming off of a very close game against Boston the other night, they played Memphis. Some really tough matchups coming out of the break. But I think Joel Embiid's just going to have a big second half. It is what it is. I like his PRA, 47.5. More on that, plus the combination of the Philadelphia money line. Yeah, parlays, I can do that too. All right, I thought I was going to find you like a 20-point favorite. There's none of those on the college basketball board for tomorrow, but North Carolina sitting there money line going up against Florida State on the road tomorrow. If you watched North Carolina play on Saturday, which I did, it was fantastic. Got back to their national title type form. Well, I guess they got to the Natty title game last season before losing to Kansas, but they looked really, really good in that home W against Virginia. Top 5 team in the NCAA streets, in my opinion. But looking at North Carolina at Florida State, I think they get the job done for you on the money line. All you have to do is bet $5. And if they end up winning, if I'm correct about that, you're going to get yourself $150 over at DraftKings to be able to play on anything that you want. So take advantage of that promo. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all, back to the picks. To the game of the night, in my opinion, the Boston Celtics taking on the New York Knicks. You got no Jaylen Brown for Boston. That is a pretty big deal. The tandem, him and Tatum, right out of the gate have been awesome. But Jaylen Brown going to miss this game for a personal issue. Derek White has been upgraded to probable, so everybody else on the Boston side looks like they're good to go. But I'm looking at this Knicks side, and I want to start investing a little bit. I think they're a dark horse in the East, not necessarily to win the conference, but maybe to get to the conference championship. Them, Toronto, I think as tough as the East is, it is stacked. There's at least the heat check possibility that Jalen Brunson can continue this insane offensive run. They just ran down the Pelicans. They ran down Washington 2-0 coming off of the break. I think they're playing some really good basketball, and Jalen Brunson leading the show. Been a very enjoyable part of this season, probably one of the highlights for Knicks fans in a very, very long time. In the Garden, this is going to be a wild basketball game to witness, and I want to be on the Knicks side at plus 120. Again, no Jaylen Brown, I get it. Boston still has serviceable pieces behind him. Brogdon, Smart, Derek White. But I have this closer to 50-50 in the Garden at the moment, which is a crazy, crazy kind of thing to say. And when you're getting plus 120, that is called value. And we lock in really, really good value on this show. Again, don't think the books are I mean, what are they supposed to do? Of course, Boston was probably going to be favored in this spot, but I have it closer to a coin flip. And that plus 120 jam this spot. And our last game of the night, going out with a dud. We've got the Orlando Magic taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. No Larry Nance, so hey, one thing I'm going to be paying attention to, Jonas Valanciunas double-double prop. Just saying. Can they just let this man run one time? Watch, Hernangomez is going to play 30 minutes now or something. But he has been playing more minutes of late. 29 and 32 coming off the break. Double-double, double-double. I want a double-double now. In and out. The GOAT fast food burger. Don't at me. But I don't really like anything from this game. Orlando's a team that we have been backing quite a bit of late. Just covering some of these spots. I'm going to go to the +4 there. Leaning it. I don't really like it all that much in this spot. There isn't a whole lot I like from it. Maybe something unearths itself. What a weird word to use in that spot. But Jonathan Isaac, the only piece that's going to be out from the Orlando side. Again, Larry Nance, the only piece that's out from the Pelican side. You know what that means? Efficient lines. So probably steering away from this late night hammer. +4 Orlando if you must. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Head to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays on Monday. Looking forward to another week. It got a little rough on Thursday, Friday, no doubt about it. Coming off of the All-Star break. Got to make a couple adjustments. Got to roll with the punches, people. That's for sure. Second half NBA can be profitable. Can also be very, very tilting. So I'm putting in the work. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. If you do, just hit that like button. That's a quick way to like me. Also, bet $5 over at DraftKings. Get yourself $150. North Carolina money line. That's where I'm going on Monday for you. And then the premium Discord, sign up for that below. And if you have a gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That would be good stuff. Alrighty, y'all. Another week of NBA coming up. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Monday.